Hola YouTube and welcome. Today's video is actually going to be about the different positions that you can experiment with in order to become more comfortable when doing rides. Yeah, eventually when we'll be able to go back into the skate parks. Ooh, look at this. So very empty streets. There's pretty much no one around. So I'm gonna pick a place quite soon. This is literally something quite amazing because there are effectively no cars inside. Nada. I'm gonna try to take you in a place where we can practice our skate chi. Hopefully the police won't be showing up in this place. So you found this wonderful place where you can practice unhindered. It's peaceful, quiet, nobody inside, and you can actually go ahead and practice your positions. Bear in mind that it would be best if you could find an example such as this one. Basically a higher ledge where you can actually jump, and a smaller ledge where you can actually practice the positions without having a risk of falling. As you can see here, I took my time in basically finding out how much grip I have on the sole as well as on the negative. This will actually teach your muscle memory to have a bigger confidence when approaching such ledges. You can go ahead and practice any sort of position that you want. It doesn't necessarily need to be a grind. And once you're ready, you can go right ahead and perform your first jump. Remember that if you feel scared to make your first jump, you can just go ahead and place your foot and simply basically lean in order to be able to support your own weight. This will show you that nothing bad is going to happen once you lean in, and that at the moment when you feel ready, you can just go ahead and jump right in. Nothing bad is going to happen at a ledge of this size. If you do find a place that is very beautiful, just remember to avoid places where you have dirt or glasses on the ground, yeah, because this can get very, very dangerous, especially for the first time when you might run the risk of simply sliding off and possibly running the risk of cutting yourself. It's best perhaps to find some flat ground like we see here and just learn the basic position like a sole that you can see me trying to perform here, and this way you will be able to stretch out with your hands and your feet, basically getting a feel for the position before actually trying it on an actual ledge. Now if you're practicing just like me on a road like you see me here, please make sure that the road is closed, otherwise a car might actually disturb your Zen meditation. Take your time with each position and make sure to have fun. There's basically no rules at this point. You simply need to be able to get comfortable with the position of your legs. Yeah, so no matter what you're doing at this point, there is nothing wrong that you can do. After some practice on the flat ground, you can actually try to find a bit of a higher ledge like this one, where you can actually try to perform some of your first jumps. This doesn't need to get too complicated. You can try some sole stalls, maybe some macchio stalls, as well as maybe some mizus. Don't be afraid and don't give up if you made mistakes. We all make mistakes, and this is actually what the process of learning is all about. Yeah, you will have to make mistakes. You might take some spills before you actually go ahead and feel comfortable with what you are doing. Go right ahead and have fun. There's basically nothing wrong that you can do at this point. It would be actually best if you had a helmet. I did hear that there were some pro skaters that did a lot of flips, but they actually had some nasty falls performing very simple moves. So I would advise having the protective gear. If you're interested in learning about all of the grinds and positions, yeah, so the soul grinds, the different negative grinds, the groove grinds, yeah, so what you can do on the H block, as well as other variations, you can search on Google for Book of Grinds. This will give you access to not only what these grinds are all about, but also pictures from different perspectives so that you can see exactly how these grinds should be performed. So that is an excellent source of knowledge that you can check out. Okay guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this unconventional clip. Yeah, probably I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for the quarantine. Yeah, I would have probably just gone to the skate park and shown you, but this is the current situation that we're in, so let's go home. So don't get me wrong, you can also be able to practice this skate chi without having skates. In fact, if you're just starting out, that dog, if you're just starting out, you might want to do it at home, yeah, because being a beginner, you might not have the balance needed in order to achieve these moves. Personally, I really cannot have the discipline of doing the unity grind, so this is why I think that for most beginners, yeah, the ones who want to start learning the stances, the positions of the grind, it is way better simply to practice this in your socks, in the comfort of your home, in the most comfortable pants that you've actually got. The key point, of course, is to have fun, but most importantly not to get injured in this period. So guys, I hope you found this useful. I actually took this skill from Josh from Acosta Blades, so thanks Josh, really helping out. And this is mainly for people who, just like me, don't have a backyard, yeah, and we can't go to our parents or someone else who might have a backyard and maybe a P-rail or a ramp. So if you're in an apartment, this, in my opinion, is quite a good way to determine how you can actually establish more balance for each stance that you'd like to practice, a spin, as you saw, even for 360. I'm a bit sketchy right now, so this is a good time to actually practice all of these things in order to actually reach that stage that we'd like to be at when this whole pandemic will be over. Hope you found this useful, and I'll see you next time.